Yes, the majority whip.
Mr. President, I watched the debate last night. It was memorable. It was not a good evening for the former President of the United States. I've had more than one person tell me that the people they were watching with laughed out loud when he started his rant about immigrants eating dogs and cats. It was an indication, I'm afraid, that the former President, Donald Trump, when it comes to the issue of immigration, is unhinged. You never know what he's going to say next. But I think that Vice President Kamala Harris made it clear in her explanation that it was within the grasp and power of former President Donald Trump to do something about the border crisis and the immigration crisis. And he not only failed, he designed a strategy to sabotage efforts on a bipartisan basis to do something. Specifically, I can recall, and you can as well, that we were told that there was a bipartisan effort underway to write a border bill. Senator Lankford, a conservative Republican from the state of Oklahoma, joined with Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut, a Democrat, and put together months of effort to put together such a bill. We were told, hands off, step away, let them do this, let them put something on the floor that is meaningful and is bipartisan, has a chance of passage, both the Senate and the House. We were underway, and such a piece of legislation was constructed. But what happened at the last minute? At the last minute, Donald Trump very publicly stepped forward and said, I want to stop this bill from passing. I want the bipartisan bill not to pass. And you can blame it on me, he said. You can blame it on me. He stopped the bipartisan effort to pass a bill that would have been helpful in the border in reducing the number of people who've been coming across that border. The Border Patrol Agency, men and women who risk their lives every day in service of this country on the border, endorsed this bipartisan bill. It was an indication that we finally, after 30 years of trying, may be on the right track when it comes to immigration, at least when it comes to the border crisis. And who stopped it? Donald Trump stopped the immigration reform bill, the bipartisan effort, and publicly admitted it and took credit for it. You didn't hear that last night, did you? No. A lot of complaint about the immigration issue and the border, but the simple reality is this, that President Trump single-handedly, personally threatened those who were going to vote for such a bill. If I remember, only 7 Republicans finally did. I wish more had. It wasn't a bill I would have written, but I was prepared to accept it as a final effort for a bipartisan compromise. So I would say those who watch the debate and want to raise the issue of immigration still have to answer why Donald Trump stopped the only bipartisan effort in recent memory in the United States Senate.